In this lesson, we will examine word problems involving fractions. Now, for word problems involving fractions, we need to know the role of the word of. In most cases, of signifies multiplication. So in this question, when we are told that 3/10 of the population plays golf, we should be thinking multiplication. So we can take the fact that 3/10 of 12,000 people are golfers and rewrite it as 3/10 times 12,000 is equal to the number of golfers. At this point, all we need to do is evaluate 3/10 times 12,000. So let's first rewrite 12,000 as the fraction 12,000 over 1, and from here we can cross-simplify 10 and 12,000 by dividing each number by 10 to get 1 and 1,200. Then we multiply the numerators and the denominators to get 3,600 over 1, which equals 3,600. So there are 3,600 people in Townville who golf. Okay, let's try another question. Here we are told that Vashti had $36, and she spent 1/3 of that at the movie, 5/9 on a hat, and the remainder on candy. Our task is to determine how much money she spent on candy. So to begin, let's determine how much money she spent at the movie. We are told that she spent 1/3 of her $36 at the movie, which we can rewrite as 1/3 times $36, or just 1/3 times 36 over 1. When we calculate this product and simplify it, we see that she spent $12 at the movie. Now let's determine how much money she spent on a hat. We are told that she spent 5/9 of her $36 on a hat, which we can rewrite as 5/9 times 36. When we calculate this product and simplify, we see that she spent $20 on a hat. So from this, we can see that she spent a total of $32 on the movie and hat. If she spent her remaining money on candy, and she had $36 to begin, she must have spent $4 on candy. Okay, let's try one last question. Here we are told that 2/5 of the students at J. Smith Elementary are boys. There are 28 boys altogether, and we want to determine how many children attend the school. Well, from this question, we can see that 2/5 of the entire student population equals the number of boys. So what is the entire population? Well, we aren't given this information. In fact, our goal here is to determine the entire population. So let's let T equal the entire population of students at the school. Now, the left-hand side of our equation here says 2/5 of the students. So we can now rewrite this as 2/5 times T, since T represents the school population. This, we are told, is equal to the number of boys, which is 28. At this point, we have an equation we can solve for T. To eliminate the fraction 2/5 in front of the T, we can use the fact that the product of a fraction and its reciprocal equals 1. So if we multiply both sides of our equation by 5/2, the reciprocal of 2/5, something nice happens. On the left-hand side, when we multiply 5/2 by 2/5, we get 1, and 1t is the same as t. On the right-hand side, we can first rewrite 28 as 28 over 1, and then when we multiply and simplify this, we get 70. So if t equals 70, that means 70 students attend J. Smith Elementary. Okay, let's summarize. In this lesson, we learned that in most word problems, the word of signifies multiplication.